Hello, Brip2. How are you today? Today we will study lesson 3, factorizing the perfect square trinomial. The perfect square trinomial has the following properties. This first term is a perfect square and it is always positive. And the third term is also perfect square and it is positive also. The middle term equal positive or negative 2 multiplied by square root of first term multiplied by the square root of the third term. How to find a missing term in perfect square trinomial? If you want to get middle term, the middle term equal positive or negative 2 multiplied first term multiplied by the third term. If you want the first term equal the middle term all of power 2 divided by 4 times the third term. If you want to get the third term equals the middle term all of power 2 divided by 4 times first term. Show which of the following trinomials is a perfect square trinomial and which of them is not. X power 2 minus 12x plus 36. Take the square root of the first term. Square root of x power 2 equal x, so the first term is perfect square. The third term, 36, the square root of 36 equal 6, so the third term is perfect square. The middle term, 2 multiply the square root of the first multiplied by the square root of the third. 2 multiply x multiply 6 equal 12x, so x power 2 minus 12x plus 36 is perfect square. This expression is perfect. Y power 2 minus 6y minus 9. Okay, the first term y power 2 is perfect. Okay, and sign is positive. But the third term 9 is perfect, but its sign is negative. So the expression is not perfect square because the third term is negative. Factorizing the perfect square trinomial. Perfect square trinomial equal, open bracket, square root of first term, positive or negative, the square root of the third term, all of power 2. The sign between the two terms is the same sign of the middle term in the trinomial. Let's see how. Factorize each of the following. 16x power 2 minus 40x plus 25. Okay, look at the first term. 16x power 2 is perfect. Its square root equals 4x and it is positive. The third term is positive 25. The square root of positive 25 equals 5. So the first term and the third term is perfect square. What about the middle term? The middle term, its rule equal 2 times root the first term multiplied by the square root of the third term. Okay, 2 times 4x times 5 equal 40x. So this expression is perfect square. Okay, its factorization, open bracket, take the square root of the first 4x. The square root of the third is 5. What about the sign? Take the middle sign. The middle sign here is negative, so we put negative. All of power 2. Okay, let's take another example. 9x power 2 plus 12x plus 4. Let's check it. 9x power 2, excellent, is perfect square, and 4 also is positive and it's perfect square. The middle term, 2 times the square root of it, 3x, 2 times 3x, multiply by the square root of 4 is 2. So it will be 2 times 3x times 2 equal 12x. So this expression is perfect square. And we put a bracket, all of power 2, and inside it the square root of 9x power 2 is 3x and the square root of 4 is 2. What about the sign? Take the middle sign. The middle sign here is positive, so we put positive, all of power 2. Let's take another example. 87 all of power 2 plus 2 multiply 13 multiply 87 plus 13 all of power 2. Okay, this is perfect square, expression of perfect square. Why? Because 87 all of power 2, when you take the square root of it, it will be 87. So the first term here is perfect square. The third term, 13 power 2, take the square root of it, it will be 13. Okay, so the first term is perfect and the third term is perfect. What about the middle term? Notice that here the middle term here is about 2 multiply the third term, the square root of third term, multiply by the square root of the first term. So this expression is perfect square. We will factorize it as a follows. Take the square root of the first and take the middle sign and the square root of the third term, all of power 2. It will be 87 plus the middle term here, positive 13, all of power 2. Then calculate 87 plus 13 equal 100, all of power 2. 100 all of power 2 equal 10,000.